Hello. So I hope nobody wants to capture and torture me right now because of the feedback I gave. So I thought I should explain it, and so we're all on the same page because it's good when we're all on the same page. Um, so I understand that this class is going to be completely new to you, and it's new skills and things you haven't really discussed or thought about before. And I get that it's all brand new. And I also get that all of you are overachievers because you're in this program, and I think it's a requirement that everybody's an overachiever. And all of you want A's. And trust me, all of you, I'm sure, will do fine in this class. Right now, it's a little shaky because this is all brand new stuff. But I promise you, the only way to learn this is to just dive in and do it. And you'll notice that even though I had a lot of comments for you guys, nobody failed the assignment because you guys all gave it your best shot. And I understand that you're not all experts on this and you're learning. So deep breaths. Nobody gets 100% and no comments ever. Okay, this is something new and you're learning, and it's just one of those you gotta just get in it and start going kind of a thing. I'm hoping though that you learn some things by just jumping in feet first and going. First of all, if you're going to decide if something's quantitative, you need to first of all look at how the data was collected, what type of data it is, and what they're going to do with that data, how they're manipulating it, if they're doing statistical analysis, those kinds of things. That is how you determine if it's quantitative analysis. So it's not certain kinds of data, it's not certain variables, it's a combination of all three of those things. Because you can have a survey, but it could have open-ended questions, and so therefore it's not quantitative. You could have a survey, you could get categorical data, and still not run a statistical analysis on it, and so it would not exactly be quantitative. So that's why you need all three of those things combined. If it's a survey, this is just an example. If it's a survey, you get nice, good data, and then you turn around, that data is categorical and numerical or something that you can turn around and use with a statistical analysis, like an ANOVA or a t-test, something along those lines. Then boom, you got a winner. It's a quantitative analysis. And another side thing is that no quantitative analysis is, very, very rare, very rarely is a quantitative analysis 100% quantitative. Very often, the questions on a survey will include categorical data, which categorical data is on the line of quantitative, qualitative. It depends on what you're going to do with it. And then also open-ended questions. An open-ended question is completely qualitative because you can't do anything with it. So even if a question has an other and a write-in, it's not quantitative anymore. So rarely ever is anything 100% quantitative. Now, that doesn't make it mixed methods, because mixed methods we're going to get into later, but you got to have a whole lot more stuff than just one question or one piece of information to make it mixed methods. So over quantitative and qualitative often overlap just a little bit. And it's just, for me, all I'm trying to get you to do is to pay attention to the fact that that some questions are quantitative, some questions are qualitative in nature. Doesn't change the methodology. See, this is the key word there, methodology. In other words, the overall purpose of the study, what they're going to do, how they're going to handle it, doesn't change the methodology if one question or one piece is qualitative. So, and I would take this information that you learned and then approach your qualitative assignment the same way. Great example. So I told you these three things. what kind of data, how the data was collected, what they're going to do with the data is a great way to determine if it's quantitative. While you're reading Cresswell, look and try and figure out, okay, what are the key characteristics for qualitative? What are the key things I need to be looking for qualitative? So just to, give you a boost and get you going. You got your feet in it, I kind of threw you in the deep end, and everybody started doggy paddling. It was great. We're going to now learn, different swimming strokes. So, but you guys are doing great. Don't get upset. I know everybody's like, I wanted to do so well. I put so much time in it. You are doing well. It's not something that you can easily master. It's something you got to practice. And that brings us to the constructive feedback. Some of you did approach the constructive feedback well. You asked questions of each other, and I appreciate that. But some of you didn't handle it very well. You turned it into, I think this was a great idea for a study. I think I can see how this applies to my study. In other words, you turned around and made it all about you and not about helping your peer. So remember, the boards, discussion boards, are for you to practice constructive feedback. You're not going to see me on them right now. Right now, this is up to you guys and to practice helping each other. A great example is that, this is just one example. There are several of you that understood the difference between descriptive and inferential, and you never once pointed it out to your peers. You never once corrected them on it. You never once said, hey, look, check out this page in the book. I think it's this way. And I understand that you're learning it yourself, so you may not feel confident in pointing out any flaws or any situations to anybody else. I get that. But the point is you let them slide. You let them burn badly on this assignment because you didn't point it out to them. You didn't question them. And yeah, this is why I say this is the best way to help your peers and practice constructive feedback at the same time. You knew better and said nothing. And I know that, and I'm not trying to bust you guys apart. I'm not trying to make you turn on each other or anything like that. You guys are a tight-knit group, and I'm glad for that. And I want you to stay tight-knit because this is what helps you to practice the constructive feedback. I know you want to help each other, but just giving positive information, just saying, oh, that was a great choice in an article, is not helping. It's not helping anybody. So this is a lesson you have to learn because I promise you, you put a DR in front of your name and people are going to expect you to evaluate things for them. And so this is part of learning how to evaluate, how to talk to people, how to point out flaws, and do it in a way that doesn't upset the apple cart. Okay, so let's practice again with the qualitative. and again, some of you did right. I mean, you don't have to say, yes, you are absolutely wrong and I know it. Some of you questioned, said, well, I'm not sure about this. Look at this page, look at that page. And you guys had a conversation over it. And that's great. That's absolutely perfect. Because I know that none of you are 100% solid on what we're doing right now. And I get that. So just the fact that you're questioning and saying, well, I don't think, I didn't read it that way. That's great. That's a great way to open the dialogue. Again, part of constructive feedback isn't going, you're wrong. Part of constructive feedback is going, well, this is how I interpret this, and I'm not seeing what you're doing matching up to that. You can have an opinion. You are allowed an opinion. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to have an opinion because you are getting to the doctoral level. The whole point is that you have an opinion and you can back it up. In other words, you can say, I think this because of that. And be able to point it out. Say, because of page number 67, this is why I think this. And that is being somebody that is doctoral level. To say, okay, I have an opinion and here's why. And back it up with something. Back it up with your reasoning. Explain your thoughts. So again, you guys did great for the first time. Don't I'm giving you feedback. I'm trying to help you get better. I'm not telling you did bad. Nobody did bad. Everybody did a great, because I understand this is all brand new. So you guys are doing great for the first time. You're great for jumping in and getting going. I have to tell you what you did wrong so that you can get yourselves better. Okay? I'm not lording over you or making fun of you or telling you anything along those lines that is gonna, put you down or make you think that you didn't do well. All of you did well. And some of you, I know there was comments from top to bottom. Don't look at that as that you did it all wrong. That's not the point. The point is that you were I was able to tell you or give you tips or point out things to you. Okay, so everybody's learning at this stage. Nobody's perfect at this stage. The point is we're in a safe space so we can practice. Okay, safe space. We can practice. Nobody's better than anybody. Nobody's completely right, completely wrong. We're practicing. All right, so no problem. No problem. I hope this helps. I hope that you will do better as the assignments go along. Actually, it's not that you'll do better. You'll think you'll do better. You'll feel better about your assignments. So don't worry about this. Okay? Don't worry if I give you feedback. The feedback's never meant to mean. It's never meant to be harsh or anything like that. I'm trying to help you, and the only way I can help you is to flat out say, this should be this, that should be this, look at that. So I don't ever take my feedback in a harsh tone. And I'm trying to give it back to you as fast as possible so that you are able to apply it to the next assignment so you can build on it. If you have any trouble with what I said, if you're not understanding what I said, or you think that, it made you feel bad or it hurt your feelings, then please talk to me. I'm completely approachable. So this is what I do. This is my job. I'm helping you guys. I'm lifting you guys up to the doctoral level. So if there's anything I can do to help with that process, let me know. If you have any questions along the way, let me know. I'm here. So you have my cell phone, you've got my office phone, you got my email, text me, email me, whatever's easiest for you. I'm here. Okay, see you next time.